the NRA is taking a lot of heat for publicizing on its website an enemies list. That's right. A group that advocates for firearms has posted on its website a long, it's quite a lengthy list, of what it calls its enemies. The idea being that these are organizations and people who the NRA feels are doing the cause of the Second Amendment harm. And it's a pretty varied list. And just to give you a sense of how crazy this is, for an organization that advocates for Americans to arm themselves, advocates for the firearms industry, to put out an enemies list, just to understand how crazy this is, consider who's on this list. We'll start with the people, some of the people on this list. Apparently, Jerry Seinfeld is an enemy of the NRA. Apparently, Mr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy, is an enemy of the NRA. Art Garfunkel is an enemy of the NRA. And Dick Van Dyke is an enemy of the NRA, according to the NRA. Organizations that the NRA says are anti-gun or enemies of gun owners, they include AARP, the League of Women Voters, the NAACP, and the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Now, I was perusing the web about this, looking how can an organization put out an enemies list, and one of the people who was tweeting about this said, you know, there are other people who are armed and put people on enemies lists. They're called serial killers. Now, I'm not saying the NRA is run by serial killers, but what I am saying is when you are a group that advocates for Americans arming themselves and you're putting on your website a list, an extensive list of individuals and organizations which you are essentially billing as enemies, that's inappropriate. It's not just inappropriate, it's offensive. It should be offensive to anybody, whether you're on the list or not. The notion of a group that advocates for arms, for Americans to be armed, also publicizing an enemies list, that crosses the line.